My man Crazy Dee, somewhere in the back who films all this stuff.
Here's the thing about your movie, why I made a curator's pick of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Community, heart, Crazy Dee.
The Black Ice Chronicles Massive. This is Crazy Dee. I'm standing here with Joel. How you doing, Joel?
Hi, I'm well.
Listen, we just finished seeing Dr. Runoko Rashidi. What's your review?
I think if you missed this entertaining event tonight, you really missed out on a great event. This is one that was one for the record books, I would believe, for the city of Las Vegas.
Did you see yourself?
I seen myself. I seen you. I seen more than myself, actually. I seen everybody in this event here.
It's amazing to look on the walls of Egypt or to go into different countries like Asia, different continents like Asia, and then go to Australia and see us there pictured.
Well, you know, when you phantom the thought of seeing things that you never seen before in your likeness, in your well-being as well, it gives you a thought of like, we have been here all the time, and these exposures that we are not facing is something that should be held as honor and as great treasure.
And that's where we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it right there with honor and great treasure. Tell them how they can reach you.
You can reach me at Instagram at Joel_Sajji, as well as Just Us For Us. And again, you can reach me at Comedic Lions.
That's it. Stay tuned. The Black Ice Chronicles.
Now in Ghana, what they do when you're in school, and some other African countries too, I know Zimbabwe is similar to that, they make the girls keep their hair cut short while they're going to school. Because hair shouldn't be an issue. They figure you're going to learn something. And you know, when I go to teach school in Ghana, I don't have to pass the metal detector. And I don't have to worry about somebody running through with an AK-47 or AR-15 or whatever. And I don't have to say, sit up. And I don't have to say, be quiet. And I don't have to say, stop texting. And I don't have to say, turn your cell phone off. And I don't have to say, I'm talking. It's refreshing to be around young children, young African children, eager to learn. And when you tell them about their history, their eyes just light up.
The Black Ice Chronicles Massive. I'm standing here with Stretch Sanders. How you doing, Stretch?
I'm blessed, brother, and yourself?
Oh, good. You know, I had to interview you after this presentation by Dr. Runoko Rashidi. First of all, what did you feel about the presentation?
Man, I'm still consumed. I'm high off the knowledge. Excellent event. I was familiar with him already. I watched him a day just to kind of get myself a little more refreshed with him. But seeing him up close and personal and fully taking in what he said, it was like, man, and the visuals really helped because it put face to the words. It's one thing to hear something, but to see it, not that I didn't believe him or the other teachers that went before us or those that are still with us, but sometimes to put those faces with those words, it just connected all for you. So definitely touched me, and I'm more awakened or more woke, as the young people say. So,
did you see yourself?
Of course. I mean, like I said, just to hear the stories of just the slavery, and it was good, number one, just to know that it's so much history beyond us being enslaved. Just that itself. So it's not so much that I saw myself. I saw those that went before me, our ancestors, and those that, like they said, they really paid a price. I don't think we really realized how traumatic slavery was, and we're still suffering from those effects. So to hear him break down their history beyond enslavement, you know, we need to hear that. Not just those younger, but my generation and older. So it opened my eyes more to be more appreciative. It gave me more motivation to do what I do in the community and in the revolution. And like I said, to know that we stand on shoulders like that brother, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely blessed me, and it touched me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm more excited. I'm looking forward to just taking what he said and putting it to action. Take that theory and put it to practice.
So tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Or with me, you can go to stretchsanders.com or Facebook, Stretch Sanders, Instagram, @official_stretch, Twitter _Stretch Sanders, or you can just step outside your door and I'll walk past. I'm with the people.
That's it, because this man right here, he is in the fight.
The same system that took him out is the same system that's controlling his legacy. He's become Dr. I Have a Dream King. Our children, our babies, I don't know anything about him. They think that I've been told that he was the former president. I've been told some crazy stuff about who Martin Luther King was. And that's because we've lost who he was, because we allowed the system that took him out give us what they want to give us to him about his legacy. So we say radical. Radical is not an ugly word. Radical just means thorough. Sometimes going against the grain, opposed to knocking on the door. Sometimes you got to bump it in.
To win, so that one day we won't have to struggle.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I think the struggle is something that probably will never end. It may be a different struggle. Hopefully, the way we struggle now will change. But like Chairman Fred said, dare to struggle, dare to win. So my hope and prayer is not that the struggle stops, but I just hope that the struggle gets a little easier. But struggle is a part of life. When we come in to the world through our mother, there's a struggle. So there'll never be an end to the struggle, but hopefully the oppression that we're struggling against will end. But the struggle will always go on. But like I said, we're going to dare to struggle, we're going to dare to win.
That's it. We're going to dare to struggle. We're going to dare to win. Stay tuned. The Black Ice Chronicles.
What I say is what you do for yourself depends on what you think of yourself. And what you think of yourself depends on what you know of yourself, and what you know of yourself depends on what you have been told. That's right. That we have the greatest story that's barely been told, and we're going to tell just a little bit of that tonight.
Black Ice Chronicles massive. We are standing here with the who's who in the struggle for the future. I just finished interviewing Stretch, and now I'm here with LJ. How you doing, LJ?
What's going on, D? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to be in your presence, man.
Good to see you. Listen, this brother right here is awakening minds, giving people the possibility through advancement of mindset.
And if our kids grow up to be millionaires and they just spend all their money on Gucci belts, and ultimately as a community we failed them. So we took it upon ourselves to send our kids to school with an agenda. Go to school, be a scientist, be a nurse, be a doctor. But not only that, come back to your community and be of service, so that you can be of service to people that look like you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
So seeing this presentation by Dr. Runoko Rashidi tonight, you're already expanding minds. How did this expand your mind, and where did it take you tonight?
It was reinforcement. It was confirmation. It was good confirmation to have somebody so renowned and respected within the conscious community and within the scholarship to kind of show images and show that we're on the right path. We're on the right path, and we're giving our kids the right imagery, especially considering the box office hit that the whole city is talking about right now, Black Panther. One thing about movies is they're not just selling popcorn. You're seeing images, and they're planting subliminal messages. So the way that the elder just did his presentation, showing those positive black images and showing our history prior to the transatlantic slave trade, it was beautiful. This is beautiful.
Plus, movies are important, but this right here, I can almost tell that the writer and the director, most definitely for Panther, saw something like this. His mind is awake to what's really going on, to who we really are in this world.
Right. No, I 100% agree with you. It's apparent in the movie that the writer, he had an understanding of the different tribes and the different countries within the continent. Whereas people say that Wakanda is a fictional place, but if you look at all the different characters within the movie, they all represent a different tribe, country, and some form of culture that's existent, that's factual, that's tangible within Africa here today. So, no, we're definitely dealing with an awakened mind when we start talking about the director and the writing when it comes to the Black Panther movie, for sure.
And then just a couple of weeks ago, your organization brought Baba Smalls, Professor James Smalls, to 100, Imagine's 100 Academy of Excellence.
Matter of fact, the Americans got the whole Louisiana Purchase because of the Haitian Revolution. And no one says, we defeated Napoleon Bonaparte. He never got whipped like that anywhere else in the world. We destroyed more French troops than any army of Europe did.
And he did the 1804 lecture. So how are you guys feeling about that? And tell me what the children that attended, what they got from it once you got them back together in the classroom.
It was reinforcement. It was reinforcement because that's something we talk about, Nat Turner. We talk about making positive change, and sometimes change isn't comfortable. You know, and sometimes the right thing isn't always popular. So to hear me say that, then to be able to see how the Haitian Revolution affected the way that we operated here in America, and then for our kids to see all those positive images on the big screen, and then actually be in the presence of somebody that's actually in the documentary to stand up with them and do a presentation and answer their questions, it was huge. It was huge. Then to go back and then have that reinforced with, hey, this is what we can achieve as a collective if we stay positive and we stay true to culture. That was something that the Black Panther movie, and I hate going back to it, but everything is so divine right now. You know what I'm saying? To have that, to have all these things happen in alignment, the universe is really working, and our kids are really blessed from it, man.
And so you're not one of those who have the, you know, because the conscious community is kind of split on the Panther. Well, this isn't a black film. So you're not one of those that are hung up on the fact that it's a Marvel movie, and then other people say it's the black director, black writer. You're not hung up on that. It's just a great representation of black people.
I come from the notion, find common ground and build on it. Find common ground and build. Just like we take our white-owned cell phones and we get on white-owned social media, and we still use that as a tool for black empowerment, so is this movie. Find the common ground, find the things that we can agree on as a collective, and let's build on that. It's enough negativity in the world already. At the end of the day, the movie put a bunch of positive images of black people in front of our kids on full display, and they did a beautiful job of it. And I just felt like it would be contradictory to my work in the community to speak negative of it.
There we go. You know, one thing about James Small, his presentation, I learned that not only were there Haitians fighting the Haitian Revolution, but Africans from America went. People from Latin America who were African went to fight in this battle. So it shows that we have to stop being landlocked mentally and get our passports and travel to these different places and see ourselves. That's what Dr. Runoko Rashidi is about.
Right, facts. No, I 100% agree. And another thing that people don't know is Haiti told Africans all across the world, if you're enslaved, if you can make it to Haiti, you can find refuge here. You'll have your freedom here if you can get here on this soil. So, you know, in addition to that, another thing when we start talking about culture, because culture, religion, spirituality played a huge part in the revolution of the Haiti people as well. Whereas they had a relationship with the ancestors, they reached out to the ancestors, to the divine, and that's what gave them confirmation and encouragement to do what they needed to do for the advancement of their people.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say more. Okay, that's where we're going to leave it. I was waiting. He was on the road there. Stay tuned. This is LJ. This is Mastering Mindsets. Stay tuned for that. See more of that building every single day. The Black Ice Chronicles.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about my work, especially my recent work. I've now had the opportunity in the last 18 years to visit 120 countries. And the last 2 years, I've had an obsession with visiting all the major museums in the world that have African collections. Museums are, by their very nature, repositories of loot. And a lot of that loot is from Africa. And from these museums and in these museums, there are enough artifacts to reconstruct the entire history of the African world.
The Black Ice Chronicles Massive. I'm standing here with the man that is bringing consciousness to Las Vegas. He goes by Franklyn G. How you doing, Franklyn G?
I'm doing well. Student early tonight because, you know, we have master teachers in the house and you always got to be learning, you know, so I always consider myself a student.
Yes, yes. So this was a beautiful turnout to see Dr. Runoko Rashidi.
Yes, definitely. As you know, he's a world traveler, master teacher, historian. He's worked with the greats. You got to come get some sunshine on yourself every now and then, and he's keeping it Kemet black. So we appreciate his scholarship. We appreciate his work. He's been to over 120 countries, finding hours. He finds pictures of us in China, in Russia. You can go to Africa and find pictures of us, but when you go to those other countries on the other part of the peninsula, and he's taking the time to research and do the work and explain it to us, it's fortification against what you know. It reinforces what you know. So don't believe what they think they're trying to teach you.
A dynasty is a family of rulers, one member of the family coming after the other for an extended period of time. There were 30 dynasties in Kemet, of which 25 of them were native African dynasties. You do have 5 foreign dynasties. And at the head of every African dynasty was a woman, an African woman, a black woman. And this is very, very important. I cannot say enough about the wonder, the grandeur, the majesty, the beauty, the brilliance of black women. Okay? And I'm ashamed when I see a brother who is not with a black woman. For me, it's a disgrace. Because whether we like it or not, we need each other to heal. So when I hear young people say, I don't see color, and you can't help who you fall in love with, it's revolting to me. Especially when I hear the brothers say that. Because usually when people say that, that means they got somebody that don't look like them by their side and they're trying to justify it. Here's a brother who's racially profiled. I'm just going to let it go. Racially profiled from cradle to grave. When you walk in the store, the security guard automatically follows you. When you get on the elevator, the women in the elevator clutch their purses. You're the last one to get hired, the first one to get fired. Traditionally, in the movies, you're the first one to get killed. But when it comes to picking a mate, you don't see color and you can't help who you fall in love. Are you stupid? Are you blind?
Dr. Rashidi's teaching us the truth, so we really appreciate his time and energy.
It is amazing when you see not only the hair texture, but the skin tone and the features, the full lips, the broad noses.
Even the hips and the, you know, the extremities that we like as melanated people.
I mean, it is amazing to sit up there and see yourself.
Right. I mean, it's a beautiful thing we had tonight with Dr. Rashidi and tomorrow night with with Professor and his lovely wife, Ashura and Mira Crazy. It's just history, facts, nothing but facts, son. So come get your knowledge on. It'll help you to understand, and it'll fortify you when you don't understand. And if nothing else, you get around to be conscious people, beautiful black people. Look at this place. Still people booming, doing vending, doing everything possible to make sure we celebrate the 5th annual Kemet in the Desert series. I got to thank my man Lordland Films for putting it down with the tech and everybody else. LJ, you know, hey, it's about putting back in Black History Month. And this is what we do here. Thanks to you guys. Appreciate your help.
It's about putting back for Black History Month. That's what we're going to end it for right now. The Black Ice Chronicles.
His name is Imhotep. If you don't know the name of one African who lived before slavery, this is the guy. He is not of royal birth, and yet he is the world's first scientist. He is called the father of medicine, long before Hippocrates, the original hypocrite. He's a scribe. He's credited with the expression, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die. Don't that sound like something a brother would say? He designed that building. He's an astronomer. He's the prime minister of the country. He's a high priest. Now, most of the images that we have of Imhotep are very small. This one I photographed in Cairo in September, and it shows his African features pretty good. But most of the images of him are very, very, very small. But I found an image of his mother.